Welcome to the Air Mobility Command Report. I'm Airman First Class Charles Simonette. The goal of comprehensive airman fitness is to help our airmen and their families become more resilient and better equipped to deal with the stressors that come with military life. In our first story, Airman First Class Audrey Merrill shows us how the airmen of Dyess Air Force Base are using jiu-jitsu to improve their physical resiliency.
Recently, Dyess Air Force Base held a comprehensive airman fitness event unlike any other. Airmen began doing jiu-jitsu in the gym and ended on the flight line. Event coordinator Staff Sergeant Travis Silvero kicked off the event by explaining the mental and physical benefits of jiu-jitsu.
It's extremely effective for self-defense, especially in situations where somebody might grab you, right? They give you a better sense of security, primarily because size doesn't matter in jiu-jitsu.
Airmen warmed up with stretches, then utilized basic jiu-jitsu techniques.
Jiu-jitsu, it's like whatever is going on throughout your life and throughout your day, the stresses of work, being in the military, it's a lot of stress on a lot of people. I mean, you start learning self-defense and grappling. It's like you're at home with a second family. And when you do that, however long you're in there, an hour, 2 hours, you forget about the whole outside world.
The event culminated with the ultimate challenge. Participants grappled on the flight line. Airmen learned to bounce back after defeat and face new levels of competition. Reporting from Dyess Air Force Base, Texas, I'm Airman First Class Audrey Merrill.
From resiliency to reliability, the C5M Super Galaxy has a greater capacity than any other airlifter, with the ability to reliably carry more than 270,000 pounds. But an aircraft is nothing without its crew. Senior Airman David Scott Goggin takes us to Dover Air Force Base's C5M schoolhouse to show us how the pilots learn to fly the Galaxy.
Times are tough in the Air Force, and we haven't resorted back to carrier pigeons just yet. And here at the C5M Simulator Schoolhouse, pilots come to train for worst-case scenarios in a safe environment.
We're the only C5M schoolhouse in the entire Air Force. We also have the biggest fleet of C5Ms on the ramp. And through doing that as the schoolhouse, we teach both active duty and reserve pilots from both here at Dover and also at Travis Air Force Base. The crews will come in, spend anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 months with us. We train those crews up to get them mission qualified at the initial level, and then we'll send them back to their respective squadrons, bases, put the crews in the simulator for a much lower cost, and also for much better training that they could not do in the airplane from a safety standpoint.
One C5M simulator saves the Air Force an estimated $242 million a year. Reporting from Dover Air Force Base, I'm Senior Airman David Scott Goggin.
Recovering from an injury or illness can mean a long, difficult road for service members. In our last story, Airman First Class Brad Tipton takes us to MacDill Air Force Base to show us how one wounded warrior is giving back to the program that helped him.
Marksmanship coach Dionysius Nicholas understands how difficult things can be living with a lifelong injury. Nicholas is a retired Marine Master Sergeant, Warrior Games gold medalist, and now he's giving back to the program that is pivotal in his own recovery from spinal injury. Giving back by passing on his skills to help others excel at the Warrior Games and find peace.
That's why I'm here, to teach, to educate, to mentor, to help, to make friends.
Nicholas sees the teamwork and partnership in adaptive sports as paramount to a healthy physical and mental attitude.
What this does is it says, hey, you're okay, you're not alone, and we're going to walk this road together. And we're going to finish that goal, to get better, to heal, and to transition to a better life.
A better life that he hopes to share with all of his brothers and sisters in arms. Airman First Class Brad Tipton, MacDill Air Force Base, Florida.
That's it for this edition of the Air Mobility Command Report. To view the full versions of these stories, go to www.youtube.com/user/Mobility Airman. And if you know of an airman on your base who deserves to be featured, contact your local public affairs office.